Hello everyone, Eric Watson here, freelance writer, player of games, writer of words, recorder of videos, and demon slaying adventurer of Golarion. Welcome to my Let's Play series where I live stream video games twice a week on Mondays and Wednesdays. This is episode number 13. Lucky number 13. Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous live play series. Game code has been provided by Home Run PR. If you enjoy these videos and streams, consider supporting me via patreon.com/RogueWatson. We're in exciting times. We have left the city. It's huge. We've spent the first, whatever it's been, 18 hours of this game in that city. Entirety of tier 1. Is that still considered tiers of play? The quote-unquote lower levels. Level 5. No more excuses. Play like a champion. I think I still have to choose my mythic traits as well. Hey Corey, how are you doing? Greetings Stan, welcome Zetra. And we probably get to run around our new campsite and learn about our new... I don't know if this is our new base moving forward, or if it's just a temporary holding area until we can get a proper base set up. I guess the city is the base now. We took the city back, so please don't make me go back to the city. I'll sleep in a tent. I'll do whatever you ask. Don't make me go back there. That was the first adventure path conclusion. Okay, I was curious about that, if it lined up. Obviously they added a lot more content, I would assume. But that's a pretty good little trajectory where you like end up fighting, take back the city. Alright, so what is going on here? Word of Valor. Party should be level 6 and have the first mythic level. Fight for Canobris, the beginning of the 5th Crusade. The next objective is Dresden, once the capital of the Crusader movement, now a demon citadel. Army sets off from Canobris to Dresden. Between the two cities there are miles and miles of lands, maimed by the claws of the abyss. Time is a luxury they do not have. Although I don't think we're literally timed like we were in the last game, so I think that got a lot of complaints from folks. Commander has time to personally evaluate the fighting ability of her new army. So yep, this is the session where I walk around and check out my new stuff. Well, I don't see that Stampy got mythic traits, so that's kind of bullshit. You're an important and valued member of this team, Stampy. No one tell you otherwise. Yeah, see this M on my face is that's what brands me as a mutant in this horrifying future anti-mutant world where mutants are rounded up into camps. And our only hope is sending one of our own back in time in what is an excellent Terminator knockoff story of the X-Men. Now I think it's a mythic trait. We're gonna look at that. Mythic Hero. Mythic heroes are set apart from their contemporaries, capable of amazing feats of courage in the face of overwhelming odds. In spite of this, they are still similar in many ways to other adventurers. They have hit points, armor class, and saving throws. In fact, most of their statistics are comparable to non-mythic characters of an equal level. Where mythic characters differ is the special mythic abilities. These abilities enhance mythic characters both in and out of battle, allowing them to take part in extraordinary, larger-than-life adventures. Okay. Unfortunately, they all seem to be grayed out. Looks like Mythic Hero is the only thing I can select. That may be by design. Looks like it's showing me maybe many of the options. Angel, Azada, which is like a fairy. Demon. Trickster, which is a dude in a mask. Aeon, which is some kind of being beyond time and space, perhaps. And then a bunch of locked ones. Well, okay then. My only choice. First Ascension is at first rank character's mythic progression. They need to select their first Ascension ability. This ability is usually tied to the source of the character's mythic power. It does not determine the character's choice of an actual mythic path later. Okay, the source of the powers of mythic are closely linked. The character must be aware of their connection to the source to select the ability linked to it. Okay. Hard to kill. That's good to know. Like the actual mythic paths later, essentially at the end of this act. Okay. Just let you play around with the tutorial version. Okay, so mythic characters draw their power from chaos, gain an ability to create 3 illusionary copies of themselves. It's a mirror image. Yeah, and act like a mirror image spell, protecting the character from attacks. Its characters can use the ability 3 times per day. That's, wow. 3 times per day, mirror image is crazy good. If I were to be attacked, but I don't expect to be attacked very often. He said confidently. Or my webcam settings a little bit. This is Microsoft account problem. Go away. A little too bright. Too bright. Too saturated. Turn all that down a little bit. Might have gone. Oh, okay, let's see. Also, might have just been because everything is literally like parchment colored right now. Close to the Abyss. Mythic characters that draw from their power from the Abyss grow a pair of horns, gaining a gore attack. Oh boy. Okay, so these do kind of have something to do with the other ones, because obviously that's the angel one. I want to grow horns. The Dance Macabre. Draw their power from death, can channel negative energy to deal damage to living creatures or heal undead creatures. Is there any of these that would be helpful for a ranger? Or a whatever I am, hunter? Because bursting around me to hurt people doesn't sound cool either. Power from Law, gain an ability to force reality upon the enemies around them. Every enemy in the 30-foot radius around the mythic character is a target of greater dispel effect, affecting only abilities of the illusion school. Instrument of Freedom. Mythic characters draw their power from freedom. Gain an ability to unleash a bolt of energy from Elysium itself, targeting an ally or foe with 50 feet as a ranged touch attack. Deals 46 plus 2d6 per rank of damage to enemies. If used on allies, the bolt instead charges their attacks with weapons for 2+ mythic rank rounds. Oh, you could like shoot it at Stampy and make him stronger? Deal an additional 2d6 points of holy damage on hit and count as good for the result of bypassing damage reduction. Okay. It's like being chaotic good, which is I have no idea what I'm gonna roleplay this character as. Good for sure, but honestly, she's just a serious character, which I guess kind of does make her lawful. I don't know. Maybe I was thinking neutral good. I don't know what the best one for that is. This and death are specific, rest are very versatile. Yeah, I like Instrument of Freedom. I like being able to buff my allies from the back line. Characters can use the ability 3 times per day, plus 1 extra time for each mythic rank beyond the first. On 2nd mythic rank, the characters become closer to the Azatas that live in Elysium, gaining resist electricity 20 and +4 bonus to their saving throws against mind effects. Maybe we'll take that one. Okay, so they do actually give you electricity resistance and against mind affecting, and summon an Azata Bralani. Some of these do unlock other ones. Spirit Paladin, Demon Kind, Crit Project. Force Reality doesn't unlock any new ones. Alright. Go with Instrument of Freedom. I like that one. Mythic Ability. At first tier in every odd mythic rank thereafter, select 1 new mythic ability. My god, how many feats do you want to throw at me, game? Oh my lord. Quick, some folks, please give me some recommendations. There's a lot here. Learned a way to increase the number of spells you can cast per day. You can cast 4 more spells per day of 1st, 2nd, and 3rd ranks each. Wow. 4 more spells per day of each of that's crazy. Attacks are now less affected by luck. You don't automatically miss roll 1 on an attack roll. Master of the Mage Armor spell. I don't think I have that one. Mention that energy type you deal. Nope, doesn't help me. I don't really summon. Standard action, you enter a state of battle meditation. While in this state, you're unable to move. Lose your dex bonus to AC and count as being staggered. All allies in a 30-foot radius gain a morale bonus to attack and damage rolls and semi-throws against fear effects. Equal. Just fear effects? Oh, morale bonus to attack and damage. Well, that's great, but I don't want to. I'm also DPS. I'm not going to use that as my action. You're a master of the hideous laughter spell. Better at healing. Oh, see, Stampy needs that. Your brutality incarnate. Critical damage with your ranged weapon attack, or reduce the target to 0 hit points. You deal your weapon damage to all other enemies in a 10-foot radius. Yeah, that's torture. Instantly teleport to enemies. Wow. Distracting shots. Your ranged weapon attacks are dangerous enough for the enemy to forget about melee threats. Hit an enemy with a ranged weapon attack, they receive a penalty on AC against melee attacks equal to half your mythic rank for 1 round. So you can lower their AC when you hit people. Kinda nice. Emergency help. Every time you damage an ally. Okay, so if you're doing some AoE spells. Opportunity. Ranged weapon attacks expose the enemy's vulnerable points. Every third hit with a ranged weapon against the same enemy deals additional 1d6 damage per 2 mythic ranks. That's nice. Every third hit. It's the same enemy. Really only going to come up against bosses then. 3 rounds. You're a beacon of hope for comrades. Fight against initiative bonus. Okay, you've got unkillable. Melee, your rage. Magic thing. Shapeshifting is better. But they really have something for everything, don't they? Your animal companion is just as mythic as you. Your animal companion gains a bonus to its strength, dex, and con equal to half your mythic rank plus 1. The attacks now ignore damage reduction, except, I guess, is that nullified? Well, that's good, but it doesn't necessarily scale great right off the bat. Half your mythic rank plus 1 would be 1.5. I don't know if it goes up or down, but basically a plus 1 to its stats, which may not change at all, so maybe I want to take that later. But he definitely deserves Mythic Beast. Ranging shots. This one you're talking about, Zetra. Every time you miss an enemy with a ranged weapon attack, your aim improves, gaining you a stacking +1 bonus on attacks against the same enemy up to the maximum of your mythic rank. That is really nice. Every time you miss, you get a +1. Every time you hit, it subtracts any of that bonus. That's fantastic. That's probably what I'm going to take. Another one would have been the one that deals damage every third hit, but it seems like it would take a while for it to come into play. Ranging shots it is. The result is that I am slightly better. You need to choose which mythic path you're going to follow. This choice will greatly affect the following events. However, no matter what your reasons for choosing one of the paths are, be it powers or aesthetic preferences, remember, there are no wrong choices. We will all judge you still.
I always have the upper hand.
Oh, your bet's following me. Okay. I guess we're just gonna wander around this area and say hi to everybody. Oh yeah, my companions are all chilling around here. He's not as big as I thought. Clan, I remember you. You were somebody we had once upon a time. Ember. Oh, can actually talk to you. Okay. actually talk to you people? I guess not. I gained 99 experience just for wandering over here, though. That's pretty nice. Save this tent. Mine and Nevia's tent. Okay. Well, I'm gonna loot your tent right in front of you. How about that? Take your book. A weird disconnect in video games. I'm gonna loot all your shit. I'm sure I need it more than you. I need to reduce my person sometimes. Sometimes. It's a massive bed. One of them's a half-orc. Don't spring for the queen bed. You get the king. That full king bed. Oh, it's the... storyteller. Hey, do you still have... Oh, yeah, Ninio. I missed you, too. We meet Daskari and Baphomet soon. I have numerous questions for them. You are fucking insane. Okay, so I need to restore the relic still. It's good to know that you stay with me. Interesting adventures. I don't know who Nura Dindawar is. Should I know who that is? Somebody who's gonna have a lot less books. Can I sell these? I don't know what I'm looting. Just taking this shit. Oh, Scroll City. Hell yeah. Hey, Ninio. Fucking scrolls for you. We're in business now. Okay, where should I be? Whoops. Darren. Oh, Darren did follow us. Or no, he's saying it's coming to an end. Our short acquaintance is coming to an end. Very soon you will depart on your crusade, where you'll scrape by on horrible rations, struggle vainly to fall asleep amid snoring soldiers, be rudely awoken by the freezing cold, and have to look upon the dour faces of self-righteous prigs before you finally perish in the maw of some demon. I have a journey ahead of me, too. I've just rented a sailboat in the south. Also hired an excellent chef, and a host of other entertainments. Well, to each their own, I suppose. You know, I am genuinely sad to see you go. If it sounds like mockery, forgive me. I cannot switch off my venom gland on a whim, you see. But you intrigue me. Only we could have spent a little more time together, but of course, not under these conditions. Let the Crusaders and the demons have at each other. With any luck, they'll take this entire sanctimonious spectacle down with them. Definitely not coming on to him. Be blunt, you don't intrigue me, not in the way you obviously had in mind, but you are a valuable companion. You could have stayed in my party. If you feel you don't belong here, go, but I'd like to see you again someday in the future, to get to know you better. You could throw a banquet for me to celebrate our victory in Dresden. What do you say? Get lost, I won't. The first one sounds like the most, like... You're a valuable asset of this organization. Honestly, I did like his kit a lot. That's going to be a bummer. Who, me? In this traveling Pardon me, in this army? You must be joking. Of course I won't stay. Who in his right mind would trade a luxurious and carefree life for this crusade? In any case, I intend to wait until the army departs. I do love a good send-off, especially when it is I who is staying and someone else who is heading off to meet a dreary and hopeless end. Sometimes it does one good to ruminate on the unfairness of life. Well then, farewell, Commander. I assume I shall be your most precious memory on this most disgusting and exhausting road to the pointless slaughter of battle. Or if not the most precious memory, then at least the most stirring. So maybe he stays with me until the end of this act, or until something happens? Perhaps. Because, I'll be honest, that will kind of suck to see you go, buddy. I mean, you're an asshole, but... Can't argue with the results. Nobody worth talking to. Lan. The Knight Commander commands the knights really fast, and I almost twisted my tongue.
Always watch your back.
Oh, look at that. You're out and nobody's killed you yet, so... No. That's good. Holy shit. What the fuck? There's just a Cyclops chilling here. Everybody's cool with this? Okay. Hello, Lemkin. Well-dressed old dwarf is lecturing a motley company, shaking her ladle at them belligerently. Noticing she flings up her hands.
Good afternoon, you commanders. Do you remember us? We're the crew from the next door theater company, the one you saved in Knobris, back when you weren't our commanderness yet. As you can see, we've come on the campaign with you. We've signed up to clean pots and mend the soldiers' clothes. Keeping up a theater is expensive, so we all have to take side jobs, but we don't stop what we're doing. We're going to put on a play about your legendary feats. Of course, the crowd scene's difficult. Can't find the people to play the hordes of demons, and we decided against using a ritual to summon a real demon. Luckily, we have Master Kim. He's invented a way to solve this problem using sound.
We caught a pig and some piglets who ran away from a burned-out village. Glum and husky half-orc mumbles softly. I didn't mumble that softly. Damn you for putting that after the sentence. We put the piglets in a box and scare them a little. The sound they make is just like an approaching demon horde. That's awful.
Most important question is, of course, choosing the lead actor who will play the Great Knight Commander. We had a right body over it, breaking a number of lances, as well as a shovel, a rolling pin, and a set of back scratchers. But we just couldn't decide no matter what. Maybe you can help us. We have two candidates that are most suited to the role. One will have the honor of conveying your heroism upon the stage, Commander.
A gnome or a cyclops? To be played by a gnome?
Not a gnome, two gnomes. Rubbledum and Hierophant are twins. One of them sits on the other's shoulders and puts on a long coat so
He can play tall characters.
they switch places every so often, so each gets their moment of fame. That way, they each only have to learn half the script.
Genius.
He's completely tame, believe me. There's a few issues with articulation, but what a powerful physique. We'll make him a nice costume, wash him up, brush his hair. Truth be told, in our show, you mainly just make short, heroic exclamations that faithful woman like "Onward," or "We'll never give up," or "My heart burns with courage." Lambkin can definitely handle the script.
Don't you have any other actors that vaguely resemble me?
At a small and poorly funded theater, we only have a few actors, but they're all so talented, one of a kind. I've chosen the ones that are best fit for your role. Trust my vision. I have more than a few successful plays under my belt.
I mean, as cool as the Cyclops is here, I kind of want to see two gnomes on top of each other in a coat. That's just fucking hilarious. Or, you know what? I could just say, fuck it. You're the director. It's your choice.
Wonderful. Sorry we took away all the important things heroes and commanders do. We're off to rehearsal.
I can't wait to see. This all is just ridiculous. I'm glad I'm rewarded for saving you two. Snappy does look pretty fetching. Soldier is laughing. Pass around a flask. Let's see, let's just a drinker. Picture this. My sword is by the fire, and there's 2 goblins about to snatch it, and 3 more digging through my tent. And I'm sat in the bushes wearing just my mail shirt, wondering what the blast to do. An old mercenary taught me about the mail shirt. You can't sleep in armor, but it's not so bad in mail once you get used to it. Too bad no one told me not to go into the bushes without my sword. What'd you do? It barks like crazy. Goblins are afraid of dogs, you know. They all went wild and started running around. I spot my sword and they spot me, so I jump over to the fire, wearing nothing but my mail shirt, and grab my sword and yell in my big tough voice, "Oh, Inheritor, grant me the power to crush these filthy creatures." My sword's shining, the goblins are screaming, I jump to attack them and they fight back, but I fought them off somehow. Ever since then, I can never take a step without my weapon. Already drinking? With the queen in the camp? Stop this at once. Right you are, Commander Tirabady. We are but drinking to the queen's health. Oh, I could just be a complete asshole and say no drinking in the camp. Oh wait, the chaotic thing is to take the flask and get a drink. The lawful thing is to shut it down. Yeah. Eh. I'm gonna remind you, Paladin, you're in an army, not a band of mercenaries. Foolish impairs discipline. Oh, man. All due respect, Commander Tirabady. I answer to the Knight Commander, not to you. Yeah. A little frosty there. You know what? It's not my place. I think if you just look the other way a little bit, everybody takes care of their business. And then, of course, what happens is somebody takes it too far. It's in trouble. And that's when you have to start imposing some rules. Loop the chapel. I don't think so. Man, they just handle literally all the different gods in one temple. How convenient. I hope there's actually going to be like a theater scene at some point. Campsite enough. Commander's tent. I think we missed. There we go. So Seal actually had a scene. There we go. Turn on. Spoke a defender's heart to the commander of the crusade now. Who are you? Yeah. Humble priest of Arrestel. I completed my trials, took my holy orders only recently. Now I am serving my god and the people to the best of my ability. I don't remember this person. I have to go. I have to go now. I have important things to do. Don't involve talking to you. That involve looting this crate. My goodness. All that shit. Alright, so I think we've made a circle. Let's go inside the big tent. Right? Need all the things. Yep. Like the armor quartermaster. I assume you're in here. Maybe I missed you. Ooh, there's all kinds of stuff to loot in here. Loot the practice dummy. Got armor I probably don't need. Theodore Hawkblade, that's a cool. Hello. Commander's tent's got all this shit. 500 gold, I'm taking that. I'm literally like stealing from the people to line my own pockets. And I will sell it back to them. I'm messed up. Excuse me, everyone, while I snoop around. Oh, this is like my storage chest. Moving from one to the other. Queen greets you with a stare. She has dropped the pompous air with which she announced the Fifth Crusade. The face of the ruler of Mendiv appears calm and thoughtful.
Commander, I'm satisfied with the troop
Finally,
review,
some voice
but I
acting.
do not expect they will be sufficient for the task. You will have to prove yourself a shrewd leader and hire the necessary troops with the provided funds. I have chosen a target for your campaign, and that target is Dresden, our lost outpost within the World Wound. The Sword of Valor was kept there, a banner that was once carried by Iomedae herself. Our greatest relic was lost when the city fell. I should make one thing clear from the start. The Sword of Valor is no mere symbol, but a powerful weapon against demons. The holiness of the banner weakens them and robs them of one of their most dangerous abilities, teleportation. A forced march to Dresden awaits you. The Sword of Valor is kept
I don't like the sound
somewhere
of
within the
forced
citadel.
march.
The demons probably think it's a hunting trophy. Its recovery is just as important as retaking the city itself. I hope the task is clear. I'm sending 2 specialists to help you, along with the soldiers. A historian, Nura Denduar, and a cleric, Soziel Vainik. One of the famous inquisitors of the Church of Iomedae also wants to talk to you. The Honorable Leota, whom everyone calls Hawkblade.
I do not wish to keep you, Commander. The matter I must discuss with you is extremely important, but it is not directly related to the Crusade. You no doubt wish to meet your new comrades.
You have a nice voice for someone with no portrait,
Therefore,
Theodore
I shall leave you
Hawkblade.
now, but I ask that you seek me out in the camp at your earliest convenience.
Hi!
Listen, it's amazing here. It's like I'm in a ballad. There's knights in shining armor, deadly dangers, glorious feats. We are going to show those demons. I'm so tired of sitting in a library reading books about history. It's time I took part in it.
All right. Your enthusiasm is either endearing or extremely irritating. That remains to be seen.
I'm glad to help our cause, Commander. If you have some time later, I'd like to speak with you further.
Both of you have portraits. Must be important. Not like that Theodore Hawkblade.
You'll have plenty of time to talk. You're the Knight Commander's people now, her trusted advisors and companions. Now then, will you please leave us? Irabeth, you can go too.
We go now. Questions. You should know I received an unusual gift in the caves beneath Canabras. Saw the death of an angel called Lariel, so he was able to grant me the ability to reveal the light of heaven. You could just tell her all that. We trust the queen? I hope so. Did you know the souls of angels from heaven are confined in the Wardstone? Yeah.
I had guessed as much. Many angels fought alongside us in the First Crusade. Heaven was unable to mobilize its full might to aid us, but individual celestials volunteered to fight for our cause. Then one day, they all vanished, saying that they were setting off on an important mission. Not long after, Iomede's herald erected the first wardstone in Canobris, and then the others in cities across
He gave
Mendef.
himself that. Call me
In any
Hawkblade.
case, I am glad you did not allow the demons
Shut up,
to
Leoder.
commit sacrilege and gain control over the wardstone in Canobris. We might have lost one of the wardstones, but the chain is still standing. Some actions may be deemed bold, or even extreme, and beyond those, there are some you might call the Queen's last resort. I am not a simple monarch. I am at war with the Abyss, a war which has lasted over 100 years. However,
enough.
you cannot blame me for putting you in charge of the crusade. I only formalized what had already happened in the hearts and minds of many. People spoke of the power that descended upon you and helped you save the Wardstones from corruption and total destruction. Word of this feat quickly spread
am the
far
chosen
beyond the
one.
borders of Mendef. There was no other person who could better fit the role of Knight Commander of the Fifth Crusade. Overlooking a spot of insubordination just at the moment. However, I shall answer you. I shall prepare the defenses at Nerosian and all the other border cities and plan the future of the Fifth Crusade. Does that satisfy your curiosity, Knight Commander?
Interesting. The good path requires Angel. I'm going to ask you to remain with us. The Dresden campaign is the hope of the Crusade and the blessing of Iomedae that you may carry me to decide this battle. Or lawful, the Aeon path. Church of Iomedae really spends so much effort prolonging your life just so you can watch the battle from the rear. You're the living banner of the Crusades and your duty is on the front lines. Damn it. I keep thinking the lawful one's actually the most appropriate for Aloy.
Time since anyone tried to talk to me quite like that. Like an interrogator at a trial.
Queen seems astonished but not outraged.
I don't know if you realize what you're suggesting. If our enemies in the depths of the wound were to discover that I was with your army, they would immediately send their most vicious demons to attack. They would stop at nothing to be rid of me, and thereby sow chaos across Mendev.
Think very highly of yourself, Your Majesty.
But
That makes sense.
you are right. I shouldn't be sitting it out in the rear. I am a warrior queen and a queen
Boy, did I just
of
make a big
warriors.
decision?
Yet my fighters have forgotten what I look like. Fine. I shall join the crusade, but on my own terms. First, I shall assemble my entourage and lead the parade out of the camp. I shall catch up with you later, along with a few hand-picked bodyguards. We'll change our armor, and I'll become a knight of a minor order and join the troops incognito.
I'm gonna get the queen killed, aren't I?
Until we approach Dresden, no one should know I am among you. But before we storm the city, I shall show myself to the troops and join the battle.
Maybe it'll help.
Let it be a surprise for the demons. I hope you won't complain of my company on the road, Commander, since you were the one who insisted upon it. Of course, I shall answer. everyone we saw today at the parade. First among them, the Eagle Watch, who remain a powerful force thanks to Irabeth's resourcefulness. Also marching with you are several minor knightly orders, as the minor volunteer units like to be called. And these forces, as I said, are not enough for a march on Dresden. We have a chance now that we haven't seen in decades. But it's more than that. You created this chance for us by foiling the demons' plans, and we must attack swiftly before they can restore their forces. When the city is free and the Sword of Valor appears before our soldiers, they won't be sending in any more reinforcements. Demons
Long-term
cannot
goals.
teleport into an
What is our
area
5-year
protected by
plan
the banner
here?
of the goddess. Now you are talking like a real knight commander. However, answering your question is not easy. To win this war, we must bar the demon's way. There are a few planar rifts leading to the abyss across the territory we call the World Wound.
That's like
The
the
best specialists we could find
Elder
have
Scrolls
tried to
4
close them on
Oblivion.
separate
All the
occasions, with no
portals
success,
opening up
as you
around
may
the
have
place.
guessed. The World Wound is more than just a chain of portals to the abyss. We do not understand its nature yet. The methods of rift closure known to magical science simply do not work here. However, we have a hypothesis. The main rift lies through the city of Iz and the Threshold Fortress, deep in the former lands
Take
of
it, this is
Socorus.
later in the game.
We have never managed to fight our way so far and gain a foothold to allow the mages to explore the origins of the World Wound. So, the next step, after you succeed in Dresden, is an offensive push deeper into the World Wound, with the aim of reaching Threshold, the very threshold of the abyss. Wonderful.
Sure, let's tell her about the thing.
Lariel. I knew him. He disappeared
Owes me
shortly
$5.
before the World Wound grew, and Dresden fell into the enemy's hands. In the chaos, we had more important concerns than investigating the fate of a single angel, even one so righteous and beloved as Lariel. And afterward, matters took a turn for the worse. It is so strange to hear the names I used to hear when I was young, like getting a message from the past. It is sad news, but it brings me back to the times when we strongly believed in our victory. Splendid. Ah, yes. We have one final matter to attend to.
I mean,
It should
bards
be
would have
rather
very high
enjoyable.
charisma, so they would make technically natural leaders.
Count, there you are. You received my instruction?
Yes, one instructions. Ah.
I did, though I did not have
Oh,
time
Darren,
to read the
it's you.
thing before I was dragged before your majesty. In truth, I was readying myself to depart.
No matter. I trust you will forgive your sovereign for the rather brusque summons, especially when you learn what prompted it. As you are aware, she has recently been appointed my Knight Commander of the Fifth Crusade. I spent a long while pondering whom to appoint to the highly sensitive post of Commander's Field Attaché and Advisor Plenipotentiary without portfolio.
Plenipotentiary without portfolio.
Congratulations, Count.
It is a great honor, I suppose.
Full expression wavers. He seems not to be fully cognizant of what is happening. That's a great idea. A rather frivolous gesture for a queen. What a wonderful gesture, Your Majesty. I imagine our dear Count would have been inconsolable if you hadn't given him... Okay, I do feel like I could be sassy with Darren, though. Absolutely. I think, yeah, let's bring the needle back towards neutral with a chaotic response.
I knew you would approve, Commander. I had my doubts about whether you were ready for such a
Excellent.
responsibility, Count, but your conduct in Kenobris has put my mind at ease. So, you will travel with the troops to Dresden. Only the Commander may remove you from your post, but I trust that you will dutifully fulfill her orders and make a good showing of yourself. Especially since word of your appointment, Count, will reach the court at any moment. All of Mendev's nobility will
Duty
be
calls,
following
Darren.
your
Duty
successes
calls.
in service to the nation. including all of your devoted admirers.
Oh, I landed on thick.
I even heard that one bard with whom you are particularly friendly has already begun composing a ballad to honor your heroic participation in the crusade and your faithful service to the commander here.
Your largesse truly knows no bounds, dear cousin. I am most gratified by the honor you have shown me.
The voice actor's really good for Darren. He's really selling that.
Then let's get going. May Ayomade help us.
Splendid. Have the item Marching Terror in your inventory, which is infinitely better than the Long Spear item you're... Oh. Equipment. Okay. Should have left right away. He lingered. He lingered too long. What did you say was better? I got all kinds of glaives. Marching Terror. I got a Dark Glowing Scythe, Flail of Weakness, Grace of Peace, a Cold Iron Falcon. Let's see, Marching Terror. Oh, Marching. Oh, you want me to use a glaive? Can I even use a glaive? I'm never gonna use the damn thing anyway. My strength is. This is actually +2. That's not horrible. 17. Okay, what about Darkhorn? That's even better. Does an extra 1d3 negative damage, it looks like. Swan lands on a new hit, and a new enemy for the first time. Target receives 1d6 negative damage. Yeah, that one is kind of cool. Alright, so right now we're a +8. +6. Alright, that's not the end of the world, but I can't imagine why I would ever change to it, because with point blank shot, I could just fire my fucking bow. So, yeah. But, okay, we can strap a cool glaive to my back. It looks cool, at least. And in the end, isn't that really what this is all about? Is looking cool. Oh shit, is this guy a party member? Sozo! Level 6 cleric. Well, I always find clerics pretty boring. I bet you'd like a glaive, though. I bet you would like a glaive, though, my friend. Wait, they just threw 2 party members at me? Did I get the other one, too? I did not. Okay. I only got the cleric. You a straight up? Yeah, you are. What is a soft, kind man doing in a war? Got pretty good stats for a cleric, though. 16 strength, 19 wisdom, 14 con. Yeah, also you got a cleric. I did indeed. Is he better than Darren, though? Because I do love me some Darren. Stupid Darren's growing on me. He's got a lot more hit points. I think clerics, they have to memorize spells, don't they? Yeah, he does. Yeah, what kind of cleric are you? Just a straight up cleric? Yeah, glaives are sword on sticks, and that's fucking cool. Glaives are awesome. My dearest Kazan D&D character used was all about that glaive life. You've pledged your life and soul to goodness and purity. You're such an achingly good person. He has a bird on his fucking armor. What more could you ask for? There's the luck domain also. Luck and good. Touch a creature's standard action, granting a sacred bonus on attack rolls, skill checks, ability checks, and saving throws. Give them kind of a targeted sort of bless spell. Clerics are better with buffs, Darren is better in pure healing. Interesting. Jellin, known as the Eternal Rose. Goddess of art, beauty, love, and music. And that's what gives him glaive proficiency. Well, I literally have all these fucking glaives running around, Darren, so congrats to you, my friend. Have I got the fucking glaive for you? He's a cleric of good luck, and he loves glaives, and the game gave me a bunch of glaives, so what is it trying to tell me? What do we think? Give him the marching... It feels weird to give him marching terror. I'm the cleric of goodness. Marching terror. The deadliest glaive. You're both +1s. This one just does an extra 1d3 negative. Versus this one, which deals that 1d6 and then all their enemies. It's just too funny to give them that one. D10 +5 is fucking solid, man. You probably need better armor. You've got 0 dex. Can I give you the heaviest armor we have? Yeah, this fucking breastplate +1. Much better. Look better, too. 18 is still not what I want for a frontliner, but I guess that's what a lack of shield does for you. Alright, so spell-wise... Divine Zap, that's a funny name. In slots can be Protection from Evil or True Strike. Single attack roll, gains +20 insight bonus. Yeah, but it takes a fucking action to cast it. That's such a dumb spell. Subject gains +2 AC and +2 on saves. Most exciting spell. 2 blesses and 2. So is Cleric the one where you can always just cast a spell to be a healing spell? Is that a thing? So I don't have to memorize healing spells? Otherwise, yeah, he can't cast spells nearly as much as Darren can. Oh, there we go. An AoE version of Protection from Evil. That's exactly what I want. Just super into restoring. Lesser Restoration. Why do you have 3 uses of that spell? Expecting to use all that? You know what pisses me off about low-level clerics is I really wish something Pillars got right is that buffs were just party-wide. Give me party-wide buffs and I will be excited about buffs, because when it's especially with a party of 6 fucking people, when I have to individually target like 1 person for buffs, man, that starts getting tedious. Convert any spell into Cure X wounds. Okay, that is very helpful. Not a huge fan. Wow, you get summon monster and elemental though. That's good. Of your spell list, cleric. It's just kind of boring, buddy. Traveling with a Manix. Effortless armor. Care if armor reduces your speed. You can be slow. It's okay. Not everybody has to be fast. Rattle that skeleton. Honestly, his basic attack is fine. I don't need him to take offensive spells. So it's basically whatever is not a healing spell. Take a fucking summon elemental then. No. You don't need 4 lesser restorations. What do we got here? Prayer. It's a +1 to everybody. That's like the Bard song. It's a 3rd level spell. Oh, and each of your foes takes a -1. Okay, that's nice. That's something at least. He has like 3 more uses of it. Right, a buff that fucks up everybody around you. That's kind of cool. An extra planar monitor lizard. Hour per level to just give a +1 to a suit of armor, or per 4 caster levels. I'm still not sure that's worth it though. Like Archon's Aura, that sounds cool. Well, we can try him. I don't think I'm going to like him as much as Darren, unfortunately. Although it is exciting for a chance to use these glaives. Oh shit, I have to level everybody up. Oh, and everybody gets a mythic. Holy shit. So what, do you already have a mythic then? Look at that. How I look that up. Right out, Mythic Path. Let's level Aloy up to a level 6. Which gives me... what? Increase in my basic attack bonus. And another teamwork feat. That's not a very exciting one. Teamwork feat. What kind of feats do my teamwork people have? Does it tell me? None of your companions have this feat. None of them have any of these feats. Okay. They also require being adjacent to companions. Doesn't happen very often. These are just not very exciting feats. Look at an option to pick M when you pick him on a mission. Mild bug. Oh. Okay. Interesting. None of these really matter, I feel like. So we're not either feet. You get a +1 bonus on saving throws. Sure. Get a new spell. One new spell at level 2, I guess. Extra energy, sense vitals, and the ridiculously huge spike growth. Hilariously huge range on the spike growth. It's AoE damage once. 40-foot burst is huge, though. Yeah, that's what spike growth is. That's a huge area. It is difficult terrain afterwards. I don't know. What else could you possibly care about? You could buff Stampy each time the creature hits with a natural attack. Damage equal number of previous consecutive hits you made against that opponent this turn. Yeah. Just cast that on animal. I like it.
I will not be trifled
You don't
with.
memorize your spells because you're awesome. Who needs to memorize spells? Stampy has to level up. Athletics and mobility. No, he'd be all about that. So devoted to me. Appreciate it, Stampy. AC of 29. He does only get one attack. But you know what? With an AC of 29, his job is to tank. Lan, I really don't care about you, my friend, because I am already the archer. I don't. These matter for you. Actually, go True Strike. I don't care. Deflect arrows sounds. No, you're not gonna have a hand free. Never mind. Yeah, true precise shot. Excellent. Man, his level. All right. Do I need to turn these tutorials off? I don't know why it's. Shit, I gotta choose one of these for everybody. Holy crap. You also get ranging whatevers. Ranging shots. Boom. I gotta level everybody up. You guys didn't want to see any actual gameplay this session, right? Because it is an ordeal. Level up the entire party. Been playing a game of D&D and controlling like 8 characters. Wow, that was a hilariously boring level up for you. Nothing happens at level 6. Her base attack bonus goes up. And no new spells, no feats, no nothing. For a level 6 Spirit Hunter, that's funny. I have no idea what feat to go for you. Something about casting spells and... Yeah. Marking allies, maybe? Charge. Get Stampy, get Mythic Charge. Benefit, you gain 1 more Shaman Spirit. Well, damn, that sounds... Holy shit. That seems... Wow, I don't even know if I have the mental capacity to try and synergize that. Maybe we'll skip it then. Extra buff spell slots or enduring spells. It's true, enduring makes them last longer. I mean, extra spell seems just good on everybody. Haven't used her in a while, but it does kind of... Shadow spells. What are shadow spells? That's like the first one, right? What's that one? Abundant casting. Spells you can cast per day. Let's do that. Wow, it sure does. 9, 9, and 8 is ridiculous. Holy crap. Look at the spell slots, my god. That is fucking awesome. Kinda go nuts here. God, your hotbar is just gonna be absolute disaster. Absolute disaster. I'm not sure what kind of role she plays. It's just got interesting spells, and you're pretty good up front, I think. Spells in here. Oh, many spell slots. Man, I could go mad. Ooh, animate dead. Attack your opponents to the best of their ability. Call light. God, you just get straight up pretty damn powerful spells. Soothing Mud. Already buffer. She's got good buffs? Well, yeah, I guess she's got all the stat buffs, doesn't she? It's a really fun mix of like cleric and wizard spells. It's nuts. Darren, you're a better oracle, buddy. Use another spell. You don't know very many spells. Which, even the fact that I have so many spellcasters is actually making him a little bit more unattractive now. good, because I want the mass versions. There you go, let's take that Archon's Aura. Or Prayer. Which is blessed to everybody and -1 to enemies. That's just, it's just a better bless, isn't it? Yeah. It's bless and bane combined. Which is kind of boring when you already have bless and bane, but I see one protection from energy for the whole party. Let's make him a better healer, cure the serious wounds. Although his best heal is his that AoE thing. First level 3 spell and you only take 1. That's not stressful at all. No. Or sorry, is he also, he gets free healing spells? Isn't that the case? I'm gonna forget how he works too. He gets neutralized poison for free. Yeah, he gets cure serious wounds. Alright, I almost fucked up there. Why does it let you pick it then? That's what drives me crazy. Gotta be a bug. They shouldn't let you pick it if you're gonna get it for free. Aura's in keeping with his character archetype. I'm gonna take abundant casting for you too. Ooh, is it really? Can I take it now? Where's the healing one? Yeah, whenever you cast a cure wound spell, another healing spell, it becomes reach. As using the reach spell feat. Also the amount of hit points it now restores depends entirely on your caster level. Disregards any limits in the original spell. Hell yeah. Does it doesn't include any caps on that. Kind of making Darren just a pure healer. He's a mythic companion. So just to check, you did get, yes, you did get those. Okay. Stupendous. Now there's no longer a maximum of +5 per caster level. Those lighter ones will scale better. Nenio, I'm not sure how to build a wizard. Thankfully level 6 is not very exciting for you. No, 2 new level 4 spell? No, level 3. Level 3. No level 4 spells, but you can't cast them yet. That is on your pay grade. And remind me, you don't get any free shit, right? Sure do. Level 3, you get displacement already. Level 4, you finally get a lot of good invisibility spells at level 4. Which is next level, level 7. Maybe I just won't use you until you start getting a little better. Force punch. Hard to not take fireball. Oh, just a better sleep. Functions like sleep, except it doesn't suck. Do you need that when you have a witch who can just instantly turn people to sleep, though? I see you being a crowd controller, Nenio. comes down just because the option schools maybe. I do like Spiked Pit. Who the hell was casting Spiked Pit before that you can learn it now? Slow could be a good one. Spiked Pit is fun. Somebody else had Spiked Pit though. It doesn't say anybody else has it. Thing. Yeah, we'll give Fireball. How can you not have Fireball? Always a good choice. Alright. Abundant casting, also pretty good, I assume. This could be better. Barrage. Oh, we're definitely doing that one for Ember. Prolong, there we go. Oh wait, beneficial spells. I want the opposite of that. I want to prolong my negative spells. Or one that does that. Shadows. I don't know what shadow spells are. Can somebody explain to me shadow spells? Because it seems like I should take that for Nenio, but I don't know what shadow spells means. Illusion spells? I guess I'm just gonna take the one that lets you cast more spells then. More than an hour of shrimp. Hours now less. Hours. Swift act. Yeah, let's take abundant casting. So much casting, I wanted to complain. It's kind of cool they give you those mythic ones. Oh my god, y'all, we still have 3 of these to go. Ember does get a new Hex at this level, and 3rd level spells. This is a big one for you. We don't have a whole lot of choices. Our next one, which grows nails. +2 AC. Ice Plant is still pretty good, I feel like. Don't really necessarily. I just use her slumber thing all the time. Your light wounds is becoming less and less helpful. Grant a creature within 30 feet a bit of good luck for 1 round. Tackle within 30 feet under the effects of an evil eye. Hex, fortune, protective luck, or misfortune. It was a move action, which is interesting. I don't think I have any. Okay, protective luck. I do a protective luck. Okay. Interesting. So I could empower that. If I took another one, then it'd be really helpful to take Cackle. -2 penalty. One of the following. You can use that against bosses, I guess. I feel like she would be more supportive of teammates than evil. But might be role-playing that too much in favor of what is actually powerful for her to take. because the only what upsets me about Fortune is it's 1 round. The standard action gives you 1 round of advantage versus this one, which lasts for a number of rounds equal to 3 plus the witch's intelligence modifier. So it's actually a pretty effective debuff. New spell. I don't think we take any more fire spells. You get any more free spells, do you? It's your first level 3 spell. It's okay. I assume it's going to give me Fireball then. That's true. Fortunate 8th level. 2 rounds of Cackle can extend it. Yeah. Doesn't she get free fire spells? Where do I look at that? There's a thing somewhere it's supposed to say burned. Well, in any case, I can't select it, so I assume we've already got fire spells. In that case, do you want to spit a stream of venom? So already she's got good offensive spells. So, ooh, deep slumber. I'll use that 10-foot burst. If you want everybody go to sleep. That kind of fits what she's doing, I think. Although, does she... I want to double up on shit she's going to get ready. Restless Slumber is one she can take. Okay, it's just a sleep that also includes damage. Alright, that's fine. Yeah, let's just take Deep Slumber then. Leave. Oh, you don't have Fireball. Okay, that's weird. Rats. How do you not have fucking Fireball? Fireball not part of a witch? Well, in any case, we will take Ascendant Element Fire. No longer be prevented or reduced by resistances or immunities. Break through all the fire. Everyone will burn from the burned witch. Jiff, also level 6, is Dagger Sense, or Danger Sense. Dagger Sense would be cool. Sense where there's daggers everywhere. Wise, not a very tricky level for you. Except for spells, of course. Level 3, everybody's getting level 3 spell. No, you're getting level 2 spells. I think you need to become like a raccoon or a raptor. I need that ring of fireballs for sure. You could cast Blur on yourself. Temporary hit points. Lasts hour per level. Horrible. I meant to take invisibility at some point too, because he's a fucking rogue. That seems obvious. Almost done. Abundant casting maybe for you again. He does tend to cast Mage Armor on himself. His additional armor bonus equal to your mythic rank, so it would scale up with Mage Armor. It's not a horrible thing to do. When you deal critical damage at ranged. Every time you're targeted by an enemy spell, you gain the ability to teleport to the spellcaster as a move action for the next 2 rounds. Kinda cool. I need to give Elemental Barrage to Ember as well. Think you're really damaging allies normally? Attack of opportunities you might be doing quite a bit. And you are hitting a lot, so exposing vulnerability is not a bad move. And that does sound kind of a rogue thing to do also. Yeah, just to expose vulnerability. Last, but certainly not least. Sela. Paladin gets a Mercy. Effect that adds to your Lay on Hands ability. I don't know. What do I usually end up against? Staggered. That's an upgrade from Bacon, I assume. Sickened, fatigued, diseased, or dazed. Diseased could be really handy. Diseases are bad. More smites. Abundant smites. Or give her one of the, like, leader ones. Abilities of your domains as a swift action. What are the abilities of her domains? Or even, does she have that as a... have domains? Is that just a cleric thing? Boy, that's pretty cool. 3 times per day as a move action. You can teleport to an ally. Less than 30 hit points. First healing spell or ability is empowered and maximized. Wow. Emergency healer. Could just 3 times per day get rid of any horrible effect on you. That's pretty useful. Paralyzed, you become staggered. If you become nauseated, you become sickened. And you become shaken instead of frightened. I like that. Definitely tank. Although, isn't Rupture Remains just straight better? Rupture Restraints? 3 times per day, you automatically dispel any effects that make you frightened, dazed, sickened, shaken, staggered, nauseated, stunned, paralyzed, or confused. I guess you're limited to 3 times per day, but that seems like enough. Versus Unstoppable, which just downgrades them. My god, have we finally completed those harrowing level up adventures. Chris? Exactly. I have to go. I'm gonna grab a drink. Get back to it. Ha, that's true. That could have crashed. That would have been awful. Let's quick save that. Yikes. I have slain the menu monster. Oh me. Such a menu monster. How close do these feats have to be? It's dynamic? Let's see. It says you were adjacent. These guys aren't adjacent, so I don't... I just want to see Stampy run around. Alright, so what's going on? Hog and Chili Creek. Creation of Congress. I think I did do that, didn't I? Companion's Quest. Visit the abandoned Houndheart's camp. League of the Inspiring Cart. That's a Sela, I think. Talk to Inquisitor Leoder as soon as possible while the world burns. Talk to Sojol. Know nothing about him. Visit the Nameless Ruins with Nenio. And I've got Crusade quests. Wipe out a band of cultists. Find the Lost Relic. And errands. Oh yeah, I do need to talk to Erebeth about that. Stampy has something to say to you. This wasn't a war. Was you return my beloved to me when I nearly lost all hope of seeing her alive again? You went on a suicide mission in the Grey Garrison and won the city back for us. Turn a defeat into a victory. I know it wasn't easy, but you make everything seem so effortless. You do everything just like that. I'm pretty awesome. Proof of what I felt that day when I saw Anivia alive standing next to you. You're the miracle we've been waiting for. Man, you sound like a true believer. You get a place by my side. I found a scammer with your family name on it. I got 230 experience for that. Family sword. Part of my heirloom willingly to help someone dear to me. Maybe I needed expensive healing, and having no other way to procure the money, I pawned my father's sword. I think he would have understood. Team the solemn hour. Eventually, but there was never enough money, and soon the sword disappeared from the pawn shop altogether. I have no idea who took it. That sucks. Yeah, I'll do the good response. Aw. Parents were loyal servants, yet it wasn't enough to earn them a title or a coat of arms. Still, however humble our name might be, it is worth something. More soldiers! Pay 7,500 gold coins. How much money do I have? So what does that do, more soldiers? To show money. Got 11,000, so 7's getting up there. Look at you and your meaty AC of 31. You fucking champion, you. Chonkiest of boys. Absolute chonkster. Alright, what am I doing here? I need to talk to this other guy. Okay, there's Soziel. I feel like I missed the blacksmith at some point. Oh, there's Theodore. Or who was that?
Careful now.
I missed. Take our meager cooking supplies. Get the troops from Erebeth. Actually, much easier. Alright, if you think it's worth 3/4 of my money. Need you for an experiment. Oh lord, Nenio. Grey Garrison stands roofless. Demons running for the hills, their tails between their legs. Mendev's queen. What's her name? It's on the tip of my... Galfrey. Scurrying to and fro, and all this is somehow connected to you, my loyal follower. Or there's no scientific evidence of your exceptionality. One discounts blind faith in divine intervention, which I do. We people of science refuse to believe in the inexplicable without any proof. We are the ones who explain the inexplicable. Therefore, open your mouth and say, ah, for me. I'm not going to do that. Secretiveness. Being secretive implies you have secrets. What do you have in there? A blue tongue? Blackened teeth? Can you breathe fire now? Imagine a hypothetical situation. You are a tree. 2 squirrels have found their way into your hollow and are now copulating there. What the fuck? By a hollow? What the fuck? What is this nonsense? Let them copulate. Why should I care? I'll stick my branch in the hollow and drag them both out by the neck. I'll do precisely nothing because I'm a tree. An unconscious act of withdrawal along with a lack of trust of your own abilities, or perhaps just a healthy dose of pragmatism. On to the next question. Another hypothetical situation. You are a tomato. You have just been picked from the vegetable patch and put into a crate. You know that today the cook will use half the tomatoes from your crate to make soup. What do you do? There's nothing I can do. I'm a tomato. An unconscious act of withdrawal. Inability or willingness to see something bigger behind something small. Alright, I understand. On the surface, it appears you don't really believe in your ability to change things, but in fact, you are a strong pragmatist who knows perfectly well what you can and can't do. Your reasoning is that of a mortal, one who is capable of achieving a great deal, though she would deny even that. That's decently insightful. On that note, I deem this experiment complete. Thank you for participation. Yet you remain a puzzle to me. I love puzzles, and one of these days I will solve you completely unless I forget. You are a fascinating person. Do I have any new dialogue to share? But thank you. That was... delightful is too strong a word. To Woljef, the quartermaster. How did I miss that guy the first time? Hello. Who are you? Yeah, high-ranking crusader will bring a demon farmer prestige and killing a common soldier. Spinner of nightmares. Do you know anything about a Pathfinder named Finian Dismar? Pathfinder 2, so now you are the commander in these lands? What about Lady Ari? Great Ari prayers during the Third Crusade. I remember Finian Dismar went missing in the wound at the end of the Second Crusade. His name had been on the list of the fallen for a while. I'm alive and well! Oh man. How old is this fucking guy's soul? Oh lad, but such is the fate of a Pathfinder. We face the unknown, but sometimes the unknown wins and our mind cannot take it. Everybody just pities him. What's your life story about these Spinner of Nightmares? I'm gonna read this time, it's a lot. Something about a cephalopod though. Oh, this is the retrainer, okay. Good to know. Oh yeah, Camellia, I missed you last time somehow. Greetings. Think of the powers you received from me. This is his daughter. Yeah, unfortunately, your big, deep, dark story wasn't actually that interesting. That you're just kind of... Oh, Horgus Worm made it here. It's Horgus, everybody, Horgus! Horgus made it here. I guess I missed this whole section. I've joined the crusade. I owe you an apology. I behaved was rude, ill-mannered. Honest and honorable person. Yeah. Maybe because I did his quest. Please, I'm gonna give you this magic amulet from my humble personal treasury. Ooh, magic amulet. I want to hear the story of Horgus Worm again. About the count. Factor made celebration across the family estate. All the guests died that day. Lies with the count deeply, okay. Woljiff, what's up, my friend? Hey Chief, wanna talk? I think of my new powers. Turn into a Pitax underground arena to fight, give you a scary name like Swift Sting or something like that. Give you a great cover story, enemies burn down your house, you're avenging your dead family, the public eats that stuff up. You wear a shiny, eye-catching outfit. We'll split the prize money 60-40. 60 for me, of course. Arranging fights isn't easy. Any other suggestions? Heard of Razmoran. It's some land in the River Kingdoms ruled by King Razmir. Razmir, there's a god, keeps people under his heel. They're all terrified of might do. Says the throne wearing some white mask giving power to anyone. A friend of mine, the one who fled, has a half-sister on his old man's side who's a cook in the castle and a washwoman who the cook plays cards with in the evenings. Good lord. Told her a juicy rumor. Word is, Razmir isn't a real god at all, and he's got no power. So here's my point. You do have powers, pretty scary ones. We'll find some shabby little kingdom, I'll start some rumors, you'll show off a few tricks to wow the locals, and that's it. We'll make you a deity. First, I want you to put it in writing that I'll be your chief advisor. I'm not doing anything, just on the nod. Call myself a god and deceive people? That's disgusting. You should be punished for your heretical thoughts. That's a great idea. We got to work on it as soon as we get out of this mess. I like you, Woljiff, but that's not me. Disgusting. Giving privilege is disgusting. Deceiving an entire kingdom is an art. You're not appreciating what isn't offering you, Chief. Don't make offers like that to just anyone, you know. Mysterious elf. What the fuck was that? Will Sir Grimm's? Sir Garm, sorry. Saw you talking to that girl hiding her face. Who was she? Name and by sight. She was looking for some elf volunteer. Wanted to know which tent he was sleeping in. At first I thought she was a messenger from Mendev. She definitely wasn't one of us. Sort of spy then. I don't really want to know more about you. You're just the... Got +1s in a crate club named Double Jeopardy. Scale, it sounds nice. I need to sell some shit, Wilmer Garms, my friend. I have a mighty encumbrance. And I need less things. Too many things, might say. In fact, I don't think I've sold anything I've looted since that freaking mega dungeon. This is basically that session after you have the big, like, you know, fun set piece like battle that was last session. Last 2 sessions, really. The giant dungeon crawl. And now we're just doing all the, like, important but not exciting stuff of leveling everybody up and talking to people and selling stuff. Exciting times. I think we can sell the other glaive. Or maybe I'll use that one, I guess, as Aloy's other glaive. What do I not need a bunch of? Don't need multiple flails and maces. A flail of light burst, which is 1d8 plus 1 extra damage on a crit. Or one's a flail and one's a heavy flail. That's a two-handed flail. So they are slightly different. One-handed warhammer, one-handed mace. Let's get rid of the heavy flail. Mace is +1 with fire damage. Warhammer is +1. Everybody gets knocked down on a crit. You do +1 and do extra crit damage. Let's get rid of the flail. Falcon. Hate selling magic shit because it's, you know, it's cool. Because I can't use a tower shield. It also weighs 45 fucking pounds. That one. Look at that. We're back down to light. Huzzah. It's an amulet of blackened mirror. Remember, the wearer of the amulet uses a hex. The DC of the saving throw is increased by 1. Hey, that's going to be awesome for Ember. Amulet of Agile Fist. If the wearer has the weapon Finesse feat, this amulet allows her to apply her Dex modifier to damage rolls with all unarmed and natural weapon attacks. That's a very specific need. Who would be using Dex and yet... Huh. Okay. Obviously Stampy's using natural, but he's got strength. One needs 14 fucking inflict moderate wounds. That's insane. Why do I keep getting those? Well, potions don't weigh anything anyway, so. Books do. Can I just sell all these fucking books? I don't need these books. Selling, you're getting all my books. You can open a fucking bookstore, Wilmer. Yeah, I guess if it was a dex-based animal companion. You have 4 copies of the Almanac of the Tower of Estrad. You can have them all, sir. I have 2 severed heads. Good God. You here just don't ask questions. But also these 2 severed, I just kind of tuck them in between like some pieces of armor and stuff, and just kind of nod knowingly with a weird smile on my face. All right. Well, the cool news blah, is I just earned 7,000 gold, so now I feel better about buying those extra soldiers. Essentially just sold all my shit to be able to do that extra soldier thing, if it is indeed recommended. Okay, 7,500 gold coins. What is this? I have to merge and split my armies. Okay. Consider it done. There you are. Theodore Hawkblade. Yeah, let's equip that. On Ember. Ups the DC of her fucking. Sleep. Commander, let me personally congratulate you on your new title, and thank you for your time in advance. I am Theodore Hawkblade, Inquisitor of the Church of Iomedae, the Bringer of Light. Yes, yes, hail Iomedae. Are you one of Prelate Helrune's followers? Yes, of course. Yeah, I killed his ass. It was I who killed him? That's a lawful thing to say. Spent years by Prelate Helrune's side to learn how to keep things from going over the line. Seems to praise his zealous boss. Theodore Hawkblade. Is there a reason you don't have a picture, Theodore Hawkblade? Is that your... Is there a Mr. and Mrs. Hawkblade, or did you just fucking come up with that name? I ask you to assist the Church of Iomedae in an investigation of the utmost importance. Tragedy at the Heaven's Edge Estate. Mass murder of the guests who attended the feast celebration of young Darren's birthday. The magical disease they had brought wiped out the whole estate in less than a day. The Darren family was exceptionally rich. The estate was protected by elite bodyguards. There were several strong and righteous paladins among the guests. Darren's tutor is one of the most powerful priests of Iomedae in the vicinity. All of them died nonetheless, except for the young count, who had suddenly manifested his outstanding sacred healing powers. A divine miracle or a curse, that remains to be seen. Exactly what happened in the estate and how it happened. I was among those sent to examine the estate after the incident. What the hell? Left alive a young boy with a newfound talent for divine magic. Out of the paladins. Oh yeah, I said to be immune to any disease. It's an inside job. Only living witness of those events is currently serving in your army. Army's route will take you near the very site of the tragedy. Okay, so I'm going to investigate for Darren. Alright, but I'm tempted to side with Darren even though he's a complete asshole because your boss was a bigger asshole and seemed to have fallen too far from the tree. Hey, Jordan. Questioned Darren himself. The Count insisted he couldn't remember anything about the incident due to severe shock. Witnessed the death of his mother, Countess Selena. Expect Darren. Observe, examine the boy right after the tragedy and sense anything awry with him. Don't narc, yeah. I hate to commit to helping him, but I also do want to check that place out. Please do not inform him of my presence right away. I will join your escort when it's time to travel to the estate. When we get there, I will also require your help during the investigation. You have to follow me, observing my actions as an independent witness. Alright, well I would love to just inform Darren of this and maybe we can work together. But I don't want to undermine him. Dude's painting.
Hello again. I'm very pleased to meet you. Thank you for taking the time to talk to me. It's a pity I wasn't there at the Grey Garrison to witness your feats of strength with my own eyes. The Flash, however, could be seen miles and miles away. Some people were frightened of it, thinking that the demons
just
were
stay up
blowing up
till
the remains of the keep.
It's
I, for
11:30.
one, knew immediately that it was a good sign.
Mondays.
The light above the city showed us that there was still hope.
11:30 my time, which we are approaching. Who are you, and how could you possibly be of use to my army? That's such a terrible thing to say. You could just say, greetings, nice to meet you. Temple crowded with a rainbow-tailed bird, the symbol of Shellin.
My brothers and sisters in faith. They sent me for help, and then they saved my life, Commander. If the Prioress hadn't ordered me to escape the city and seek help, I would have died right along with them. Instead, I met Queen Galfrey on her way to Nerosian, and hurriedly returned to Canabras, only to find my friends dead on the steps of our desecrated temple. I want to draw them the way they live on in my memory. Wise, beautiful, and loyal to their goddess and their city to the very end.
Part of your loss.
Thank you. I will never forget that I owe them my life. Every minute of it, every breath that I take, is a gift they gave me. Now it's my duty to make sure my friends and tutors did not die in vain. I will honor their sacrifice by making this world a bit more beautiful and kind. Perhaps I am a true artist, or simply an amateur who defaces canvases in my spare time. I went to war because here's where I'm most needed. Sure, I could be painting idyllic landscapes and offering. Yes, I have a personal request.
Tell me of your actual intel.
And leave Canabras behind, I would like to visit Martyr Zacharias' cemetery for a funeral.
Who wouldn't?
It's not far from here, and it's important. I would like to pay my respects to my friends from the Temple of Shaylin who died defending the city. Also, if it's not too much trouble, I would like you to come with me to honor their memory. Their friends and family will be at the funeral, and perhaps the commander's personal presence will bring them comfort.
I gotta say, Soziel, as a icebreaker, hey, will you attend the funeral of my slaughtered friends with me? Maybe that's not the opening thing we do to hang out together. I'm just saying, it's coming on a little strong. I was thinking we could just, picture together or walk around the camp.
I know that you are burdened by many cares right now, so I understand if you can't find the time.
Oh, don't fucking be passive-aggressive with me. I'm sure you'd be sincerely grateful.
You must be rather busy indeed. Leading a crusade all by yourself is no joke. I still believe that you are up to the task.
I would hope so. I would hope so indeed. I'm still just talking to everybody. Alright, Darren, do I have a chance to rat this guy out? Yeah, it looks great, for sure. Ha. New rule. You got really sucked into it. In the middle of the whole crusade, not simply must devise new ways to have fun. It's not far from here, and you'll get to enjoy a banquet in a bona fide haunted house. Since you're my superior and I'm your advisor, I'm obliged to ask your permission to leave for the festivities. And I want to invite you too. I'm sure the commander can free up an afternoon while the soldiers are on leave. At the whole place your family died. Your squeamish disapproval to yourself. You are absolutely all about that hedonist life, aren't you? After the battle for Dresden. Oh, this... Wait, I thought Heaven's Edge was on the way to Dresden. Heaven's Edge has been revealed. Alright, hopefully there's still a chance to side with Darren, because I really don't want to screw him over. He's an asshole, but at least he is, like, honest about it. Trust the untrustworthy man.
Hello. So, what do you reckon about everything that's come crashing down on us? All the responsibility, command, this new power? Watching and waiting.
Something, great responsibility, something.
Probably. I'm still frightened by what happened in the Grey Garrison. Were we really chosen? By Iomade herself? You know, back when I was a snot-nosed kid who just started down the path to becoming a paladin, I imagined once or twice that I was going to do something heroic. The lights would shine down on me, the trumpets would sing, I'd hear the voice of the goddess. Somehow, it really happened. Without all the trumpets,
Stick
or
with
the
me, kid.
herald, or even anyone explaining what I
All
had to
your
do.
dreams of grandeur
Though
true.
it's clear as day, my place is here, in this demon-ridden wound. Quite a lovely war going on, in fact. Endless, I hear. I'm gonna need some time to wrap my head around this.
Alright, seems most of the companions had additional things to say to me after all that. Secret loot. A note. May Canobris be damned. Spit on the streets of Canobris. What? How dare you? Relate Hellrun and Queen Galfrey chief among them. They know of mongrels. Answer will be dumb silence. Mongrel, disgusting nickname. Pretend that today's city wasn't responsible for the crime of their grandfathers, and I will spit in their face. Their grandchildren, the exiled, are still down there, crawling in the mud and eating garbage. Down with paladins, down with Prelate Helrune, down with Queen Galfrey. My goodness. What it means. Somebody's mad at Canobris for sticking the... Oh, you know what? I ain't going here yet. Field medic?
That's easy.
Night, Commander. I need to loot everything from all the tents. More books. Where's that merchant? I need to sell him more books. Or an autumn haze. Talk to you once. Silly Rathamus. So these are all people that were in the actual tavern. Sell scrolls. And you don't talk. Okay. Well, I think I've exhausted every possible thing in this area, which was extensive. Oh, and talk to the blacksmith. Oh, he just has shit to... Nothing else. Yeah, I guess I'm ready to leave. Social to the Mars. So I've got a few companion quests. Go to Heaven's Edge with Darren. The cemetery with Soziel. This is Sela. Take Sela to the abandoned Houndheart's camp. Nameless ruins with Nenio. Sort of valor. Oh, I missed talking to the army. Damn it. Get to Dresden. Wipe out a band of cultists. I guess I just leave then? Is that what I'm supposed to do? Zarian actually... Or do you want to actually talk to me? Please, what are you talking about? Ah, okay. Oh yeah, I didn't talk to the adventuring troupe. The, what is it, acting people. Actually talk to the Cyclops? Pumpkin is my name. I am Actor. Sure are, buddy. Sure are. Else is probably a good stopping point. I kind of want to go to the see the map. not gonna make me choose my party. It is gonna make me choose my party. And I don't know what's close by, so I would pick certain companions if I knew which things I could go do next. Guess we'll stick with the usual crew for now and see what's coming up. Managed to spend an entire session in that camp, as I kind of predicted would happen. Well, I thought we would spend quite that much time in there. Now we're talking, okay. So the Zachariah Cemetery is close by, as is the Houndheart campsite. See, starting out. You can now control armies on the global map. Okay. Winning battles against demon forces will provide you with a number of benefits, such as resources to help your economy, relics, capture enemy fortifications that previously blocked the advance of both your party and your armies. Wow. And switch between party management and army command nodes by clicking on the banners at the top of the screen. Armies by using left or map. Okay, Jesus. So where is my army? It is kind of like last week's rhyme session. You're absolutely right. I can see the demon armies all over the damn place. Boy, okay, there you go. I wonder if this is most of Act 2 right here. Maybe not. Maybe Dresden's only halfway through. What do I know? So the Darren one's actually pretty far. Heaven's Edge. As is the Nenio one. Army. A lot of demon armies running around. I don't know how to control mine. But it looks like we'll be doing... Oh, the red banner. Ah, I see. There we go. So you start in the same spot. Interesting. They have their own route? Is that what I'm looking at here? What I'm looking at. Oh shit. What is happening? It's gonna make me fight. I had like 100 soldiers. Holy shit, it's fucking Heroes of Might and Magic. Ha! Wow, it's literally... Ooh, he's a melee attack, he's a range attack, he's an ability. Okay, I wonder if I could have split these stacks up then. So I've got 100 soldiers represented in one stack. Oh wow. Speedy combat moves. 100 soldiers only kills one of those guys? Jeez. Can I win this fight? I'm not sure. Yeah, you kill 4 to 10 of these guys. It's fucking Heroes of Might and Magic. That's hilarious. Just a really rudimentary version. So I wonder how many soldiers I would have had if I hadn't have bought the extra ones. Jeez. Lose 8 soldiers in that battle. Fascinating. Wow. I did not know that was part of this game. Defeated your first enemy army and received a number of finance points. You can use these finance points to hire generals for your army. It can be done by accessing the army window in the left corner of the screen. Generals can use various spells and abilities in combat. Okay, so it is Heroes of Might and Magic. Abilities grow as their levels increase. Generals gain experience by winning battles at the head of their army. Fighter, Ranger, and Wizard. This cannot be killed. Defeated after 3 days, I'm be assigned a new army. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, that's awesome. So up to 3 units of experienced generals of a master maneuver if you can lead farmers with a larger number of units. Cool. A band of cultists who had driven the captives from Canabras and made the ruins of Val as a gift their temporary base. The commander's army celebrates its first triumph. Unfortunately, the demon worshippers have killed all the citizens and gathered their belongings into a huge pile in the middle of the camp. Okay, so we go here. This is the army. On by. Nope, that's resources. Okay, it said the corner. Oh, maybe it's over here. Fruits. These are my current unit. Boy, I wish I didn't use the 3D models though. How come we didn't use portraits game? That was a mistake. You know what other game did that was a mistake? Neverwinter Nights 2 did 3D models instead of the awesome 2D portraits that the first Neverwinter Nights did, and I thought that was a huge fucking mistake. See? These portraits way fucking better than horrible 3D renders. Oh, that's funny. It looks exactly like me. I'm the commander of my own army. They all have... This is awesome. This little Heroes of Might and Magic minigame. Army replenishes army's losses after a battle by the number of value points equal to its size. Also place traps. Cool portrait. He's like shooting like a fucking shotgun. Training 1, attack formation. Units in a 3x3 area. There's a particular ability that's fairly important for them to have. It controls how many units can be in your army. Don't pick one of those. Do I have a choice? Close the screen and reassign new generals. Alright, Corey, you sound very, Oh, it does replenish. Okay. What should I be looking for? Because this fox person is winking at me. All enemy units have a -15 penalty to combat morale per level. Its feat deals power times power plus 5 times 2d10 fire damage to the activating unit. This ability is a trap. There we go. That master maneuver increased the maximum size of the army by 1 per level of this feat. That does sound good. Units become confused for 1 round. This is a siege ability. That seems good. Soravel Ebon Mist. I like that. Recruit a general. Okay, we have done recruiting of a general, so you are part of Crusader Army 2, which is actually a bigger looking army, it looks like. You can't split these troops up, can you? Aha! Shift click. Oh, wait a minute, I should split the archers then. Shit, how do I go? There we go. Split the archers. Don't I have more than Crusader Army 2 though? How do I... Yeah, what about Crusader Army 1? Crusader Army 2 is way the fuck back here. Oh, I see. I manage my... Find you again. How do I... There we go. Just merge you? Excellent. Alright, we'll do that. E group 2. Unsolved conundrum. God. Yo, can I just play Heroes of Might and Magic? What's left? Okay. Well, that's exciting. I'm excited. You can move your little army around and also have your little companions too. We need to put Soziel in the party. Place Darren. But I still think it's a pretty good stopping point, even though we haven't even seen combat yet. Well, you know what? You saw a little bit of combat with that little Heroes of Might Magic minigame, but we'll go ahead and save it here, and we'll continue on our official map excursion with our next session. So I think that will bring us stream to a close. Thank you all for joining me, or if you're watching the recording afterward. If you enjoy the content and streams, please consider supporting me via patreon.com/RogueWatson. Shoutouts to Platinum patrons: Joe, Will, Tiny Dancer, Christopher, Thomas, Captain Mike, Adam, Stan, Nathan, Alex, Cam, William, I'm Loud, and Lachlan Baird. And gold patrons: RPG Papercrafts, Pretty Boy, and Yuma, Marcus, Dead Lizard Lounge, Sam, Ross, Lumpy Spuds, Jerome, Scalinia, Nick, Farney McButterpants, Blood Angel, Veronis, Babu, Nathan, Fast Like a Tortoise, James, and Kyle. Thank you all very much for your support. I shall return with more Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous on Wrathful Wednesday. Wrath's Day, if you will.